I don't remember what was happening. I think we just grew up. Yeah, we just grew up. Why are we so stressed? We're very upset about something. Probably because we were just out and about doing shit. Maybe we remembered our dad was dead. That would probably piss me off a little bit. Especially, because in this game I have a good relationship with my father. I'm sorry. I had a good relationship with my father. Okay, let's go rest, I suppose. I think we were just doing a lot of exploring, and that puts a lot of stress on the body. I'm not much of an explorer in real life, but when I have gone out to see the world, this is a world I know. It often stresses me out. So if I were to do this in a foreign planet with many bodies that would like to kill me, pretty rough. And what if I didn't find Orgasm Rock?
Girlfriend was gonna get.
Yay! Almost 8 months. Hooray! Thank you, Kara. That's amazing. 7 months is almost 8 months. I'll need somebody to check the math on that, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I think so. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me. Not just the money obviously doesn't matter all that much, but the fact that you're around and people care, that's really nice. I appreciate that more than anything. It's just the friendships we've made, the one piece we've made along the way. Because everyone says the one piece is the friendships we've made, so the one piece we've made along the way. You hear a commotion over by the geoponics dome, the kind that makes you drop your shovel and sprint over. Do you have Mix It Up as a separate audio source? I did, and then I switched it off. Because that was the only way I could hear it. When I had it as a separate audio source, I couldn't hear it in my ears. And then when I put it back into OBS, doesn't control it separately, I could hear it. But then I guess you couldn't. I don't know. Let's see what's happening in geoponics. Oh no. If you guys mess with my freaking boyfriend, I'm going to kill you all. I'm going to rip that hair right out of your chest, Lum. There's a crowd at the entrance to the domes. Governor Lum, Rhett, Cal, and a handful of agriculturists form a semicircle around the entrance, looking up at it. Ew, oh, socks. It's socks. She's perched over the door, her back arched with fear as her great body grapples up the side of the geodesic dome. You hear the glass cracking under the strain. She's clicking her teeth and emitting a scared, mournful howl from deep in her belly. If Rhett and Lum hurt my precious socks, we will enact a righteous fury upon them, the likes of which this colony has never seen. What the Faceless did to our colony and killed all those people, a couple years ago, that'll look like child's play. That'll look like nothing. That'll look like a skinning of the knee in comparison. Cal is between the mob and Socks, his arms spread wide. Please don't hurt her, he cries. She's my pet. I promise she's not dangerous. It's an alien monster, Lum snares. It's not a pet. It's the enemy. Chief Rhett, I command you to destroy it. Rhett levels his laser rifle at the dilly pillar. What kind of a dick would I have to be to make it this far in Cal's relationship and then be like, yeah, just kill Socks? That'd be an awful behavior. Wait. All eyes turn towards you. Governor Lum and Rhett are twin avatars of fury. Lum, red-faced and blustery, Rhett calm as he lowers the muzzle of his rifle. Why the hell should I... What did he have? He had the...
Ooh, why the hell should I wait? Do you have a better idea?
Socks is trained. I can prove it. I have the animal mastery to rub all of your noses in it. You push through the crowd and stand before Socks, who looks down at you with curious affection. You raise your hand, and she jitters and shakes out her fringe. Socks, down. You command, and Socks obediently slinks down from the geodesic dome. She circles her great body around you, watching you intently. Everyone takes a few steps back from the huge dilly pillar. Sit, you continue, and the crowd gasps as Socks leans back and pulls her front half to its full height, towering over your heads. Lie down, you order, and she flumps to the ground, spraying gravel and dirt at the crowd. Roll over, you say, making a rolling gesture with your hand, and Socks writhes until her many feet are wriggling in the air. She looks up at you upside down, her mouth lolling open in something like a smile. Oh my gosh, she's just like a dragon dog bug. Oh, this is just Pokemon. I hate to think what would have happened if we didn't have enough animal points. Yeah, what were the other options? Did they show them still? It was like I know where to release her and something else. Some other really really dick option, which is like I'll kill her myself or something, because this game is disgusting sometimes. One more trick, you say, pointing at Lum. Socks, attack! Socks flips to her feet with alarming speed and snarls, charging towards Lum. Everyone screams and scatters except for Lum, who freezes and cowers where he stands, and Rhett, who raises his rifle. Stop, you command, and Socks stops dead in her tracks, her face inches from Lum's face. Her breath woofs over him, rustling his hair. There is only shocked, still silence. Oh, we're playing dangerous games right now. We're hunting the most dangerous game, which is this asshole. Usually hunting assholes, has a slightly different, meaning, but this is a figurative asshole. We're hunting figurative assholes, not literal assholes. An important distinction. Lum's mouth quivers with fear and then confusion. What are you waiting for? He commands. Shoot it. For a few tense seconds, you worry that Rhett will pull the trigger. That moment passes, and Security Chief Rhett slowly lowers his rifle.
Oh, that's incredible. He says you have this monster perfectly trained. Does it hunt? Will it follow directions at the expense of its own safety?
Rhett turns to Lum.
We could use this creature, he says. It may be useful in defending the colony.
Only if it wants to. You aren't turning our sweet critter, our best friend, into a weapon of war like you do everything else. Only for defense, Cal pipes up. She's not a weapon. She's a living, breathing animal, and she has rights. Hell yeah, Cal. Oh, yeah. This is why we're dating. Lum sets his jaw. Fine. Says, backing away from Socks. Rhett, you're responsible for this creature. I'm done with this. He turns on his heel and stalks away, muttering under his breath. Oh, that's good. Look at this. Oh, so sweet. I love Socks so much. Cal whoops and runs over to Socks to throw his arms around her neck. She trills in relief and taps her many feet against the ground, her body rippling like a wave. Paul, thank you, he cheers, then laughs as Socks sweeps him off his feet. Okay, maybe in return you sweep me off my feet. The crowd disperses, though some hang around to watch and wonder as Cal plays with his dilly pillar friend. I believe I chose the option of relax in the park today. I don't recall this being a very relaxing trial. Oh yeah, now we get to relax, of course. We're gonna forget how to stress cry. We don't want that. Who cares about stress crying? We will stress and we will cry, but we will do neither one simultaneously. Bestest girl. I hope Socks plays a huge part in whatever ending that we get. Like I imagine they're extremely dynamic and flexible and fluid. So the fact that we have pursued the Socks storyline as far as we did, because we didn't have to. There were a lot of ways that we could still romance Cal or befriend Cal and not get the information on Socks. Or right then Socks probably could have died. Or been, exiled or whatever. So we've made a lot of good choices to keep Socks around and healthy and happy and maintain. So I'm hoping that Socks is going to be our daughter. Yeah, let's learn viable coping skills instead, like alcoholism. Who needs a release valve of crying when I've got this whiskey? I'm just kidding. Alcoholism is too expensive of a coping mechanism for me to handle. I'm my stress relief is probably crying, and stress eating. Those are my big ones. Yeah. Man, I get and we got so many delicious treats because it's fall now, so they have all the fall treats out, and oh man, that's danger right there. That's danger. But it's so good. And the thing is, it all pairs with coffee, and I have coffee at least once a day, sometimes twice. And what am I supposed to do? Have coffee and not dip some sugary, tasty goodness in there? That's madness. Like, I don't know. My wife would probably leave me if I did that. And I'm not willing to walk that tightrope. Like, it's just not worth it. I'd rather eat a tasty like pumpkin Danish than have my wife lose attraction to me. Let's see. So the surveying the ridge, I don't think there's a lot going on there right now. I think last time we went, we needed bravery to there was like a skill check for bravery, which we did not have because our bravery is super low. I think it was like 20 or 30. So we're not getting there anytime soon, but we can forage in the valley. We haven't done all of that area yet, so that's really good. Perception is nice. Biology points are kind of useless, but what are you going to do about that? And then, yeah, there's some kind of boss event that we should see. And foraging the valley, there's a good chance that we bring in more food supplies, which is good. Like we've got a good system going here, but this is Exocolonist. Bad things are going to happen. We cannot get complacent. We're always one bad month away from like something absolutely horrible happening. So we're just going to keep on going. We're going to pretend like everything's terrible. We're going to pretend like we're still on the verge of starvation. And have that kind of like inform our ideas, our plans. I just think that's a safer move. Okay. We've got really low stress, so let's just start doing stuff. Ooh, what we got there? You come across a huge field of flowers. Most are teensy pink ones, but some are beautiful big yellow ones. You check the Holopedia. Looks like they're a brand new species. They don't even have a name. They need a name like butter dandies, even though they look neither like buttercups or dandelions. Honestly, they kind of look more like spitting cobras than anything. We could pick them all, which is a perception challenge. Or we could take one. We have 14 of them. I mean, let's do a perception challenge, I guess. They're fun. It's fun to challenge yourself sometimes. So we could do a 3... or we could do a 2, 3. We could do like a 2, 3, 4 maybe. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a good start. It's not great because none of the colors are matching, but like, what is that? A 19? Yeah. Okay. So it's still better to do. That. Next round. Right. Ooh, first collectible use is free. So like, if we were struggling, we wouldn't be after that point. So we do an 8, a 6, a 6, and a 6. Look at that. All right, 36 points. We only needed 44. Oh my goodness. Get out of my frickin' face. They weren't lying when they said this was easy. Look, I only need one card to win. I only need one damn card to win. So like, do a little bit of that. Look at that. Oh, super goals have been reached. I wish it was this easy in real life to reach a super goal. I feel like I've never come even close to reaching a super goal in my real life. I don't even know how I would know if I was close to reaching a super goal. Oh yay, you like it? Okay, I know it's pretty bare bones, and I might add some more like bells and whistles to it, but I think it's okay. I think it does its job. Okay, we could have done that better, but it's no big deal. You notice there's a distinct difference between the blooms. As you watch insects buzz from flower to flower, you notice they leave a trail of slightly more pinched-looking specimens. The pollinated ones will likely close up and be shriveled by morning. With this knowledge, you pick three healthy unpollinated beauties. Yeah, I didn't want to clutter it up too much. I kind of just wanted to make it, fairly clean. I might add some Jabroni's here! I hope that worked. I made a cool little entrance for you, Jabroni. I hope it happened. I basically added chat words to my overlay because I don't know what else to put there. Yeah, I think I want to do something, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll maybe something mix it up. Will be good. Yeah, I'm glad. I told you I had plans, Jabroni. And Coco's here too. Hi, Coco. I'm so happy you guys are here. I hope you're having a good one, Jabroni. I know you said you got to go lurk. Go and be your most giga-chattity self. I hope work as well for you. I know it's been a little rough lately, but I hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm working on getting everybody cool welcome messages. I don't have I'm trying to get sound effects and videos for everybody, Coco. But it's a one at a time thing, so I only have a couple of them right now. But that doesn't mean I'm not planning yours. I think I've got some ideas floating in my head. So maybe next time we stream, you come in and you'll have a fun little sound effect or video. That is so cool. All cool points go to Kara because she's the one that pointed me in the direction of the service and helped me figure it out. It's fine, and perhaps you'd like to wait for. Oh, I mean, is the release close? Is the release close? And I can change it literally whenever I want. So. If there are better options later, I can do something about that. Yeah, so I can do something, and then Gales comes out, and my life is complete, and then I change it. It's not that close. Okay, I'll do what I want then. I do have one for Griff. Griff does have one set up. I've got one for. I've got words for basically the whole posse. And then I've got a sound effect for Kara. I've got sound effect video for Kara, sound effect video for my wife. I've got sound effects for Jabroni, and I got a sound effect for Griff. Woo! Oh, yeah! 11 months, Jesus. Thank you so much, Jabroni. That really means a lot. I'll say the same thing I said to Kara. The money doesn't... the money doesn't really happen. But it's just nice to know that people, are here and supporting, and we have friends and shit. That's nice. I'm just glad you guys are here. I feel like in Futurama, where it's Zoidberg, I don't remember the exact episode, but they were doing something, and he's like, I'm just happy to hang out. I got nothing going on. Feel like you can learn a lot about someone by the sound effect they play when their wife appears. It'll make you know what kind of sound effect's going to play if and when my wife appears. She might not appear. If she doesn't appear by the end of the stream, I'll play it. I'll play it. You decide to take a shortcut through the jungle to a path you were sure was just up ahead, and now you're lost. Everything looks the same here. The plants are too high to see any landmarks, and you swear some of them move around when you aren't looking. You tried to check your positioning with your holopalm, but the damn thing isn't working, and you won't connect to long-range communications either. Typical. Utopia did warn you the comms were flaky out here. You think you can tell north from the position of the two suns, but that's it. We have enough perception to orienteer. Is that a word? Orienteer a way out? I did not know that was a term. Look, for real this time. Have a great day, jabroni. I'll see you whenever I can. I do have patience, so I have to head out. Enjoy the rest of the stream. May no tragedies happen now that Coco is here. I mean, it's a theory. It's a hypothesis. We can make predictions. You know, I'm a science boy. I'm a big wet sopping boy. So we're still like one or two situations does not a strong theory make. So it is purely a hypothesis and prediction right now. A big wet sopping boy. There it is. Love it. I mean, so far it's like 5 for 5 the streams of the game. Yeah, that's true. It is a bit of a pattern. It is a bit of a pattern. It's not looking good. You climb a tree and chart a path through the wilderness from above. With that information in your hollow palm, navigating to the nearest landmark is a breeze. Oh, yeah. Nice. I actually did like, because we've done that, that event has happened to us before, and it was really cool going through it because you had to like make notes about like the text that the game was talking to you about, and it's like, oh, you go here and you see this, this, and this, and you do like north, south, east, and west, and like there is a pattern, there is like a way out, you just have to track it. That's quote number 1? Okay, that's weird. I wonder what that is. Maybe it's because there's Streamlabs happening? I don't know. That says 25. Is it like a reversed? I don't know. I obviously I'm still really looking. I'm still learning about the whole thing. It's even funnier because your first stream titles were "Nothing wrong can ever happen in this cute game," right? And every time I caught a stream, I was like, "Why are you so ominous? It's just a cute game. It's just a cute game where you flirt with attractive characters. What's the problem?" It's strange. I remember there being more attractive characters that Teach was hitting on, and I don't know. Maybe he's just picked his favorites. It's certainly not because many of them have died. He hasn't been talking about his wife, his mom or dad as much lately. I guess it's because he's hanging out with his boyfriend. I guess it's all fine. Yeah, they moved to another colony. She's from another colony. She's really real. You wouldn't know her. A bristle slug is rooting around in the underbrush. It's like a little porcupine with no legs. Well, little is relative. It comes up to your waist, and it must be at least 100 kilograms. You've seen a few of these up at Geoponics. They're easy to catch, and their spines and berries naturally fall off and are edible. A chewy, renewable source of food, kind of like jerky. You could catch it, maybe? Yeah. I'm not going to kill it. I'm not a monster. I'm not a monster. Okay, so that becomes a 4 no matter what we do. So what if we did, like, boom... Yeah, there we go. 666, the number of the beast. That's you. That's thinking with our brains instead of with our hearts. This is what happens when you use logic. You get the devil's number. All right, can we do anything cool like that again? Not sure here. We could do... So this always becomes a 4, so we could either put a 4 there and... like kind of negate it, or we could use it to like make a pair, which is, you know, it's a perfectly valid option. Perfectly valid. No one's going to look down at you for that. So I got 4 4 8 8. I mean, we could do 4 4 4 4. Like that's a flush and a 3 of a kind, which is pretty dang good, I'll have you know. And then we can put that right there. Excellent start. Okay. This is the highest value. Can I organize? Thank you for organizing for me, game. I appreciate it. So we could do like a... Coco, you're playing Sword of Convallaria. I did play the first couple levels of that, the first couple maps. I don't know if it's saved, but I did try it, and I found it enjoyable. I might do it again. I might do it again. Let me do 3. Oh, I went to 5. Okay, so what if I did... It's 29. What is this? Like, what if I did that? 28. Okay, we don't want that. I think... Just doing dailies before going back to work. I mean, it's a nice, like, little routine. It's cool. In the new free DLC story segment, they added a new character, and I'm 100% saving up for the time when she becomes playable. Ooh. Do elaborate to me, the person who knows nothing. What if I put this 3 here? Is that going to be better? Ooh, yes. Gives me a 30. Oh, and then I could put a 6 here. Oh, there it is. This is where the magic happens. Just like this. That wasn't the best? That's surprising. She's a haughty merchant. Oh. Hotter than Anna from Fire Emblem, because a lot would consider her a haughty merchant. Another bristle slug for the Geoponics Barns. You were getting good at this. You call in a retrieval team to pack up the animal and send it back to the colony. Yeah, everybody loved us for that. Ooh, okay. We've got ourselves a manticore here. The Valley of Vertigo spans a huge and relatively safe area, so it's rare to see other foragers out here. It's surprising, then, to come across Utopia and 2 other foragers crouching in the underbrush. Psst, Popo. Utopia hisses, beckoning you over. Get over here. You slink over to the other foragers. Through a gap in the underbrush, you spot a terrific sight. A fully grown manticore has fallen into a nest of at least 20 snap bladders. They're engaged in what looks like a battle to the death. I've got 10 kudos on the snap bladder, she says. I fell into a nest once. I was laid up in the med bay for a week. That is for me to know, and you'd... Ooh, okay. Interesting. I got to check. It's for all of us to know. She cute. Okay, she cute. I think you know what? She might be cuter than Anna. They're at the very least they're equal. At the very least they're equal. The thing about Anna is she has so many designs. She has so many designs. It's really hard to choose. I kind of prefer that one. And part of attraction is the emotion. It's the personality. So I do need to know a little bit more about that. She's got the sass. Ooh, the hair is definitely a factor. And if you got fangs and you're a little mischievous, what are you doing later? Poor Manicore. One of the other foragers says, "What a way to go." The last forager snorts. "Who cares? After what they did to Hal, every manticore can rot for all I care." The manticore roars in pain as it's torn apart by the whip-fast, hungry snap ladders. You can bet on it, or you can help. I'm gonna help. What if I befriend the manticore? I have to know what happens if we get a pet manticore. I'm just gonna be summoning Zeofauna to my side like a damn X-Men. She has 2 parrots who steal for her. Adorable. What a freaking queen. +5 on the 3rd stage of challenges. Holy shit, we gotta keep that. Alright, let's do... That's a 22. Is this going to be the same? Oh, let's do this. Yeah, 25. Much better. Yeah, that should be good. 25 for round 1 is pretty dang good. All right, so we can do a 7, a 4, and a 4, and a 4. There we go. Look at that. A freaking 11 card is ridiculously good. Like, that's almost all we needed to win this challenge. Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
We could do a 4 there and a 4 there. Pretty good. Nice. We don't need to be perfect. I'm changing my mind. We don't need to be perfect. We just need to be us. Helping an animal. Utopia tries to stop you as you burst through the underbrush, dedicating yourself to being the best distraction your weak, fragile human body can be. Enough of the snap ladders turn their focus on you that the manticore is easily able to pick the others off. Crunch, munch, snap. Off go enough heads in the manticore's powerful jaws that the survivors cut their losses, disappearing back into the burrow. So helping an animal gives us... it's a 4 card with a jewel or a gem, which has a +1 to any physical challenge. Not bad. I guess that's a snap ladder. They look like goop ants or something. Interesting. Now you find yourself face to face with the manticore, Fortuna's perfect murder machine. It looks at you quizzically. You look back. You feel the weird connection to this creature. Suddenly, Manticore roars, lunging at you and lashing its great mane. Wisely, you scream in terror and get the hell away. Luckily, the Manticore is too wounded to bother chasing you. You and the other foragers make it away without injury. Nice. We can keep exploring. Ooh, oh, cool. That was the final. That was the big boss event. Cool. We did it. We survived. We managed. Is that Utopia over there? Hey, Utopia, what's up? The paths are narrow and in constant need of repair. There's a team working here trying to repair where one of the jelly archers has collapsed and covered the path in 30 centimeters of goop. Utopia waves you over. Hey, Popol, can you give us a hand? We can't get vehicles through here until this is cleared. It's going to take all day. You might have a better plan.
I have a better plan using biology.
Alrighty. So we could do a set to goal here, and we could do like this. That way we're getting rid of like 2 really weak cards, getting them out of the deck, out of our hands so they don't do anything, and just boosting them up a little bit. Probably the best use of our time. We don't have anything that can make this card better, so this is probably the best use of it. We could do an 8. All right, what if we did 8, 8, 5, 5? Look at that. 33 out of 41, an excellent start. Oh, and another bounce weasel has appeared. Bouncing on up. Okay, so we could do like 5, 6, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3. So 3, 4, 4, 4, 6, 3. That's probably the best. This doesn't seem like it's going to help anybody. I don't think moving this 4 over there is going to change anything. We can try. Nah, 27 still. Nothing really changed. Okay. Could have been a little better somehow, but it doesn't matter. I was going to biology and some kudos. Oh, yeah, you've seen this stuff. Desiccate in low humidity. Like in dust, you throw powdered desiccant over it and let physics do its work. It's easier to plow through a bunch of plumped up granules of desiccant gel than it is to shovel all the slimy muck. You save a few hours. Yay, biology saves the day. As per usual. Just chalk it up on the board of how many times being frickin' a wet science kid has saved the day. Alright, this might be the last one we have to do. You come across another Squeedger hive, an intensely gravid hive queen, and her hundreds of wiggling grubs rooted here just like any other tree. This one seems calm. You're able to approach close enough to smell the sweet tang of that royal jelly. We're going to sneak up and harvest the honey. Card becomes a 3. Ew. Ew, that sucks. Why is it a 3? I don't like that. That makes me unhappy. I mean, we could use it to go like right there. And then we could do 4. That doesn't really offer anything. If this is the highest value, I mean, yeah, this is definitely going to be the highest value. So we can do that. There we go. We could do... If this brings that there, we can put this here. That's 6, 6, 6. And then 3 there. 31. Easy. And... We've got we got some really good cards here. We could do 6, 6, 6, 3, 3. I mean, I keep saying that's probably the best, and then I'm always wrong. Okay, so that's worth the points. So 8, 6, 6, 6, 3. So we got all of our reds together. We got 2 6s next to one another, 2 3s next to one another, and then just a high 8. There we go. We finally got all of our stars. We got a lot of kudos too. We could go spin those if we wanted. The calm hive queen only has rudimentary danger sense. Squeediger hives can be very defensive when they sense danger to their young, but so long as you don't set off the workers or the larvae, you're free to walk right up to her. You gently avoid hurting any of the babies as you scrape her copious honey into a collector. Nice. We can get an egg here. I think we will... What are we at here? 78. That's pretty high. We get 13. That's cutting it a little close. We don't have to stay. We did a lot of good stuff here today. Let's return to the colony. And move on. We're back. What's our perception at? 56? Okay, that's pretty close to a level up. Alright. Oh, Pollen, this is the month that killed my dad. Dad's been dead a year today. He got turned into pollen. Dad's been dead a year today. He turned into a fungus. Spores coming out of my dad's mouth. We scraped them off with a tool. Cal, please save me with your stubble and muscles. You spot Cal moving with purpose through the gardens. He stops and gives you a little wave. Hey, Popo, where are you going? Cal shoulders the sack he's carrying. I'm taking some food to Socks, he replies. Do you want to come and see her? Of course, you do. It's been a while since you've seen the old girl, since I saved her life and nearly killed Lum. You and Cal go past the walls to the pen they erected for Socks. Socks trills when she sees you both, unfurling her great body from where it's curled around the post in the middle of the pen. Her harness and lead jangle as she slithers over to Cal and twines around him. Hey, girl, Cal croons as Socks sweeps him off his feet and onto the coils of her serpent-like body. You hungry? Socks vocalizes happily when Cal starts taking head-sized rocks out of his sacks. He tosses them up to her, and she snaps them out of the air, pulverizing them into a shower of gravel with her massive jaws. You even do a few as well, lurching Cal on her back as she cavorts around her pen, chasing them. Whoa, Cal laughs, clutching to her fringe. Easy there, it's a lot farther down than it used to be. She looks happy. Cal slips down from Socks' back and stands with his cheek pressed against her chest. I don't know, he murmurs, stroking her scales. She purrs a bassy rumble you can feel in your guts. It's better than letting her be killed, I guess, but it's kind of wrong that we're making her fight against other animals. He sighs. I don't know what to think, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I wish she was free. I definitely don't like that. Like, if she dies, because, like, the Faceless comes after her and, like, she dies to save our life, I might lose it. I might flip. And you know what? That'd be the most this game thing this game could do. It always it builds the relationship and then steals it away from you. Let's visit the spa. Let's see if we can use some of our points here to get rid of some of these stupid things. Like this. This does not help us. We have so few yellow cards. It truly doesn't matter. Like, oh, a +1 to a yellow card. We have 2 yellow cards and they both are like not all that great. So let's forget that. We don't need to remember how to share. What are we? What are we even? Popeye Fax. It's just a 2 card and it duplicates itself. I mean, it has its uses, but not a lot of them. This is gut feeling isn't all that great. The card next to it becomes a 3. It's a weak card and it can only boost another card slightly. So I don't mind forgetting that. Like I want to make sure we're getting lots and lots of like 4s, 5s, and 6s because that's where the money is right now. Like doing paperwork +1, it's a 1 card +1 for each unplayed card. That has very few like practical uses. When I think about my memories, I'm thinking about what's practical. What's practical? Go away, Popeye Fax. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to see if we can't get ourselves a little treat. It should be 50 kudos for a cake. And I want to give a cake to my boyfriend. Visit the supply depot. Let's get ourselves a cake. There we go. I think his is in the next month. Dust, I think. But we can check. Late dust. Okay, that's what I thought. We're good. We're good. All right, let's go rest. We've been through a lot. We had a run-in with a manticore. We rescued another bristle slug. We've been working hard here. Cal, now it's time for hardly working. Cal likes to spend the evenings outside in the garden with you. It stays warm for a long time out there, even after the last sun sets. It's still so different than the constant temperature of the stratospheric. Living on board a spaceship felt like nothing. You never thought about the temperature or humidity at all. But the weather is always changing here, always a little warm and humid, even in quiet. Do we remember the pink? I kind of want to remember the pink candy just because of the narrative significance of it, you know? Like, oh, this is the candy that we got, you know, right before Tammy died. And there's something to it, but like at the same time, it's not serving us any value. Like, and from a narrative perspective, does holding on to this memory of Tammy, like of this candy, like are we holding on to it for negative reasons? It's not doing us a lot of good. Like if we're thinking about like the value of a memory as the value of this number, then maybe like the game, in its like ludo narrative kind of sense, is trying to tell us that this value, like this memory, is not helping us. So maybe we forget it. We always remember Tammy. We always remember Tammy. That will never stop. All right. Anybody want to talk? Anybody got anything cool to say to me? Anybody? Doesn't look like it. I don't want to talk. I don't like you two. I don't like you guys. Your color schemes are even off-putting to me. I think we're really close to leveling up animals. We could go and tend the animals for a little bit. And then that'll also get us some empathy, which could be useful. It could be useful to like think about things from another perspective and think about how things affect other people. That's possible. People don't really like to talk about it, but some of the animals on the ranch, they're good eating. You don't raise anything for slaughter alone, but it's inevitable that some animals are just too old to produce food, or too sick, or too ill-tempered to keep around other animals. One such bristle slug's time has come. He's older than the rest and has stopped producing berries. Not that the males produce as many as the females in the first place. He shakes his feeble crown of berries at you, lowing gently as you and Cal prepare to take it to the slaughterhouse. Oh no. Don't look at it in the eye. I'm going to cover it. I'm never going to get used to this part, Cal says, watching as you loop a lead around its neck. I mean, I don't even like the idea of eating their berries, you know? Berries, milk, honey, it just feels kind of gross. But meat? Cal continues scrunching up his nose. Meat is definitely wrong. You're lucky the colony doesn't need the food. You wonder if Cal would change his mind if he was starving. I'm not 100% like vegetarian vegan, but I get pretty close. I choose it for ethical reasons and health reasons. In this environment, we seem to have lots of good vegetarian and vegan options, and I don't want to slaughter this little thing. It's like adorable. It's like a little grass seal slug. Meat is murder. You and Cal guide the bristle slug to the slaughterhouse, passing an enemy on patrol. Ooh, she says, shouldering her plasma rifle. Meat's on the menu tonight. Here, sluggy, sluggy, sluggy. Cal frowns and pats the bristle slug. Gross, Nemi. Don't be rude. It's a living thing, like you and me. Look at its cute face. Thank you, Cal. It doesn't know what I'm saying, an enemy laughs, then puts her hands on her knees to get eye level with the bristle slug. Who's the tasty hunger steak? It's you. It's you. Cal steps between an enemy and the bristle slug, and she stands up. Oh, come on, Cal. We have to eat. What's one little bristle slug going to hurt the planet? We're not going to be a small colony forever, Cal retorts. Why not think about conservation now? Why start ever? An enemy shoots back. We're omnivores. Look at our teeth. She opens her mouth wide and shows off her teeth. We've been doing just fine on a vegetarian diet, Cal says. He shoves the bristle slug's reins in your hand and takes a few steps toward an enemy. Plus, we're smarter than our bodies. We have soy and beans. We have farms. We can grow our own protein. Just because we had to eat meat to survive. So you do think it's okay to eat meat to survive, an enemy crows, which sets off a shouting match. You stand there with the bristle slug's reins in your hand, both of you completely ignored while Cal and an enemy yell it out. It turns its big head towards you and blinks, waiting placidly for your instruction. This is really funny. We should slaughter all the males. I don't know if they're talking about just the male bristle slugs or just men in general. I find that hilarious that it refuses to elaborate. We need to get going. Let's just keep them around, sneak away, and release them. We're going to release them. They're busy. Bye. While an enemy and Cal are arguing, you take the bristle slug out through the front gates and release it at the edge of the tree line. It quickly scoots under the underbrush, its spiky pelt blending in with its surroundings. You hope it'll be able to return to the wild after living in captivity, but it's better than ending up on someone's plate. Yeah, I mean, like, at least now it's going back into nature. Like, if it dies from old age or disease or something out there, it's still, like, returning itself to the environment, which I guess is a better option. I'd rather that than an enemy get her way. Alright, so 42, easy. Easy. Easy game for baby game. Then we could do... We need... What's that? Ooh, a 51. Hot diggity dang. That's really good. If we switch these, 49. Okay. So it is better to have that one there. So 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so having that straight is really helpful. I don't know why that would help any. So I'm going to assume that this is the right choice. Yeah. +5 to animals. Holy crap, that's amazing. We only have to do one more, and then we've got 100% animals. And we got a little bit of empathy, a little bit of stress, some kudos. Nice. I forgot this gives kudos. That's good. It's good to know. It's good to remember, because I'm sure I knew it before. All right. Let's just check around. Let's just check around the colony, see what everybody's up to, see the happy haps. Anybody got anything cool going on? You guys are a boring bunch sometimes. I think after this, maybe we'll go try to increase our relationship with Tange. I think her and I and Cal could make a really strong scientific team. Let's tend to the animals. That way we can get that last both. You and Cal find a nice pasture in which to lie down and watch the clouds scoot across the sky. You chew on blades of grass and make up stories about the animals you see and their shapes. Cal's a good person to just spend time doing nothing with. He knows how to take it easy. Yeah, he does. That's why we love you, Cal. Okay, so we could do like... Could do that. I don't know what good it does, but we could do it. Could do like a 4... 3. So we got 3, 4, or 4 4s in a row and a 9. That's pretty dang good. I'll have you know. Yeah, that's got to be worth something. Come on, there it is. See, getting the best scores. We're getting our animals. No one knows more about animals than us. Enlightened. You've been enlightened by mastering a skill. +1 to all mental skills increases. Oh yeah, okay. So what is that for 3 months? Nice. So this is a perfect time to go into engineering. Because if we're gonna get +1 to all skills for mental, like, and you're only getting like 1 or 2 ups every time, it seems like a good deal to me. Level up pets 3. Upgrade pet cards via relaxing in the park. It's crazy that I don't have any pet cards when I've got so many pets. You're looking around for Cal when you overhear him just on the other side of the geoponics dome. For the last time, leave me alone. Doesn't sound good. You get closer and find Cal facing down Rhett and Vase. They have cornered him, their body language calm and relaxed, while Cal's so angry he's almost shaking.
Cal, please listen to us, Rhett says, spreading his hands. We're not here to conscript you. I can't force you to join the army. All I'm saying is that I need a good, loyal, strong young man like you out there on the front lines.
Rhett smiles.
You're a good boy, Cal. I admire your passion for peace and your dedication to fighting for it. That's why I'm here asking you to help me protect the colony.
Protect the colony, Cal spits? That's such a lie. You're not protecting anything. You're just slaughtering defenseless animals in their homes. It's disgusting.
Hey,
Vase retorts, taking a step forward with his fist raised. Show some respect. Get bent, Vase. Cal squares up like he's ready to take the hit. For who? He asks, voice sharp. Psychopaths like you? Vase roars and looks like he's about to take a swing, but Rhett holds him back with one raised hand. Vase slinks back to Rhett's side, glowering at Cal.
I can tell you need a bit more time, Rhett says. I just wanted you to know that my door is always open if...
Get lost, Cal says, cutting Rhett off. Rhett looks surprised. I'm not interested. I never will be. Good job, Cal. Hell yeah. This is why we go for him. This is why he's a good guy. He has principles, and he stands by him. Vase looks like he's about to lip off again, but Rhett speaks before he can.
All I ask is that you keep it in the back of your mind, Cal. When you come around, I'll be happy to talk about your options.
With that, they leave. Vase gives you a scathing look as they pass. Cal sits down heavily on the sack of fertilizer he must have been carrying before Vase and Rhett cornered him. This isn't even the first time, he mutters, his face in his hands. They're really dead set on getting me to join the hunting parties. I told them I don't want to kill anything, and Rhett was like, it's okay, you can just tell us how to kill them. He looks up, exasperated, like that's any better. I wish they would leave you alone, babe. Me too, Cal sighs. They have a real messed up idea of what it means to serve the colony. Like, who do they think grows their food? Ghosts? That's a good point. Someone is definitely serving their colony. He's serving. I think we can agree Cal is serving. Cal picks out a loose thread on the sack he's sitting on. Man, this whole war is light speed stupid, he mutters. Lum and his people come crashing in here and think they run the place because they have bombs and guns, and nobody stops to think, like, maybe we're actually the invasive species here. We have a right to live here too. What can we do about it, though? We need to live in harmony. I agree. I'm glad you agree, Cal says. I just feel like we showed up and we plopped ourselves right in the middle of the food web, Cal continues, and we didn't even think for a second about the chaos that would cause on the ecosystem. We owe it to this planet to do our best to try to understand. Oh my gosh. You're so right, Cal. You're so freaking right. Cal's shoulders slump in a sigh, and he pushes himself to his feet. Man, I wish I could still talk about this stuff with an enemy, he says, slinging the sack of fertilizer over his bro's shoulders again. You can see why Rhett wanted to get him in the defense force so badly. I miss her, Cal admits. I miss that we used to be so close when we were kids. He shakes his head. But she's gone all human supremacist now, and I just can't stomach that, you know? Yeah, I don't like anything supremacist. I don't even like supreme pizza. You tell me this guy, this little dweeb, this little dick stain is the supreme being? This fucker? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. The only thing supreme about an enemy is her hairstyle. That's a pretty good hairstyle. I'll give her that. Credit where credit's due. But that's it. That's it. All right, let's do engineering. I'd like to get some more science points. We're big, strong, muscly guys. Like we've been doing a lot of physical activities. Let's do some mental activities. Let's exercise that brain muscle. You got another one? You got another, you got a good pool? Is that what you call it in that game? You got a good pool? A good pool to pool to? You see a notice on the engineering holoweb. Chief Engineer Instance needs someone to help with after-school tutoring. Literally anyone who isn't a complete idiot will do because she's desperate. Please apply. We are not a complete idiot. We are just slightly not a complete idiot, so we're going to apply. Oh, you got another auto-mod hit. Oh, it never shows up on my phone. I'm sorry. If Shadow can be the ultimate life form, this sperm with legs may be too. There we go. I love that you are always finding the good ones, Coco. It makes me really happy. Yeah, in what world is Shadow the ultimate life form? He needs jets on his shoes to keep up with Sonic. So how is he the ultimate life form? Admittingly, he can use a gun. So I don't know if Sonic can use a gun. Chaos Control. Are you familiar with the game Grumps, Coco? Because they have that thing where they have that bit where it's Sonic and Chaos and they're talking about grabbing each other's cocks. Yeah. I'll take my cock back. I love that. I watched that one. I need to watch it again. I watched it a lot before because it makes me always laugh, and I'm now realizing it's been too long. It's been far too long. It's so funny. I wish I could manifest myself to do something that funny. You tell Dr. Instance you're interested in the job. She looks up from her holopalm like she's just noticed you exist. Yes, you'll do, she says, nodding. The younger, slower kids have trouble keeping up with congruence sometimes, so you mostly just have to pat them on the back now and then and stop them from wandering off when they're supposed to be studying. No offense, but anyone with a pulse could do it. Then why did I need 10 reasoning? This reminds me of Knuckles' cloaca. Yeah, echidnas are pretty interesting. Biology time. So Knuckles are echidnas, not just Knuckles. Echidnas and platypus, are the only mammalians that lay eggs, and that particular grouping of animals are called monotremes, in case you were wondering. I sent you a video on Discord. I recommend not watching it on stream. I will not. I will heed your warning. I know that you have my best interests. Have you ever seen here's another weird have you seen thing. I don't know if they're still on YouTube. I haven't watched them in a very long time. But it's a series called Green Porno, and I think it's like a French woman, and she has these elaborate costumes where she dresses up as different animals and like talks about how they reproduce and like uses like herself in a big puppet, like her inside of a puppet and other puppets to like show you what happens when animals fuck. It's really funny. You have seen it? Excellent. Really good stuff. I don't know if they're still around. I haven't checked. But I remember watching them when I was in college. Because one of my biology professors brought it up in lecture, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to look it up in class just in case. But I did go home and watch a bunch of them. It was great. I loved it. I don't remember all of them. I think the one I remember the most is probably the duck one, because like the duck has the corkscrew penis thing, and if I recall the way that they made that work, she did a good job. You wait for further instructions. Instant sighs, shooing you away dismissively. You know where the classrooms are. Just come when you're not doing whatever nonsense teenagers do. Yay! All right, we can help teach people. I wonder if that'll like probably raise our engineering or reasoning along with like empathy or creativity. That's a cool option because our social stats are frickin' low. Frickin' low. So we can do like a 5, 5, 5, 6. I mean, that's pretty good. All right, I'm sorry if anyone in the colony dies as a result, but I'm going to go make lunch and get back to work. Thank you, Coco. Have a wonderful day. We're pretty far away from the next, like, what I'll call planned tragedy. So, maybe this will be the time when everything works out. It can't always be bad. Okay, I think this is probably the best that we're going to get. Yeah, what is this? 3 of a kind? Oh, because they're all 5s. Yeah, this is definitely the best. Yeah, it is. I'm getting an eye for it. I'm getting my groove back. All right, and yeah, we're getting the Enlightened perk. We're getting Absorbent Brain, so things are going really well. We're getting good engineering and good reasoning, friendship with Tange and Nami Nami. I really like both of those characters, so this is good. It's Vertumnalia. It's ushered in with a big military parade, horns and drums supplemented by recordings of parade music from Earth. Governor Lum strides out of command on a grand red carpet and ascends the stage to raucous applause. Thank you, everyone, he calls out over the din. Look at you, look at this colony, finally truly united. All it took was a common enemy, he declares. I look at you beautiful people, you strong people, you good human people, and I see a fire in your eyes. I see courage in your hearts. I see a colony that's ready to win. I see a colony that's here to stay, Vertumna. Do you hear me? He raises his arms and roars. Do you hear me, Vertumna? We humans aren't going to hide anymore. Lum gestures for Security Chief Rhett to join him on stage, then continues, the original fugitive colonists got it wrong. In Roman mythology, Vertumnus was the god of cultivation, not of rampant chaotic growth. He clenches his hand into a fist. We need to clear the field before we can plow it. Vertumna won't be safe for human life until the aliens are eradicated. I want you to get killed by so many aliens. If this was a good sci-fi movie, that's what would happen to you. You would get 100% like mega murdered. Lum descends from the stage and does a receiving line of handshakes and fist bumps. In the vacuum left by his presence, Chief Administrator Seek takes the podium and clears their throat. I want to announce that this will be the last year that festival contests will be held. What? A sound of protests rises from the crowd, and near the front, Lum just shrugs theatrically and mouths, not my fault. Seek looks down at him politely, then continues, this war will use our colony resources at a tremendous rate, including the most valuable time. Lum takes the stage again and soothes the crowd. I do have some good news, he declares. Starting today, the colony is going to be granting requests from people who want to have children. Oh my gosh, you're a filthy breeder. A happy murmur burbles through the crowd. Yes, that's right. It's time to start on the next generation of Vertumnans and secure a future for our children. Lum pumps his fist into the air. Humans, humans, humans. Anyway, about this war on nature, I think it's stupid, Cal says immediately. I know survival is important, but we don't have to kill things to survive here. Ooh, is even Mars on our side? Mars rolls her eyes. Duh, of course you'd think that, she mutters. Personally, I think Lum is a total nullhead. He's not that much older than me. What is he, like 24? And everyone listens to him? She flips her hair over her shoulder. They should listen to me instead. 1 second. My daughter is not asleep when I put her down a long time ago. I thought she went down. She did not. I'm going to go check on her real quick. I'll be right back. Fatherhood calls. Kids literally call. Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand why she just doesn't want to sleep sometimes. She gets up so early. She gets up at like 6 something and doesn't seem to like to sleep. I don't understand. I also don't like sleep, but that's because I have other things I want to do, which I guess is probably the same thing for her. She probably just wants to do other things. But she's a baby. She needs to sleep. My excuse is I'm a dumbass adult and I'm allowed to make bad choices. Finally, you're all called to participate in the games, the last ones, maybe forever. If this war on nature ever ends, you'll probably be an adult. As your friends all separate into their usual games, you realize that this may be the last time that you just get to be kids. What should you do? We're going to have a bake-off, I guess. That seems like fun. You join Cal in the kitchens. I tried to come up with a better pun than bake on, but I couldn't, he says. It's too good. This year's theme is pie. You'll be responsible for forming a delicious flaky crust with a delectable filling. No soggy bottoms. Cal sits up straighter. Wait, I've got it. He cries. Let's see who has what it bakes. Oh man, he's gonna be a good dad. He's gonna be a good dad. If we decide we want to have kids, he's gonna be a good dad. All right, so we can do. We got like 3 threes here. That's a good start. We do a 3, 3, 3. So that's starting with a 90, a 19 at 90. That's all right. Let's play around a little bit. We could do a 21. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's all right. All right, so we got some more stuff. Oh, man, I shouldn't have used it because it would have been a lot better there. Okay. We got a couple of good cards here. 7 and 8. And then we could go 3. So we have a Xeno egg that we can use to turn this into that. And then we've got one of these and we could put that right there. And then we could use another one. Boom. 7, 7, 7, 8. All reds. 39 out of 69. So we're going to need 30 points. Easy. 10. Actually, we only have one good card. So we need to start going through and getting rid of some of these 3s now because they're starting to hold us back a lot. Let's see if we can do anything with it. We might just have to redo our hand. Yeah, okay, here we go. This is better. There we go. So we get a straight because they're all technically the same color. We got 2 5s next to each other. Yeah. There we go. We got there. Just took a couple little item uses, but that's fine. It's worth it. We get 3 to organizing because of our enlightenment and our absorbent brain. And we get another 8 card. That's just really good. And we're popular. We're enlightened and popular. Yeah, that's right. We're basically kings. Cal's pie, are like some kind of like one of those monks that like everybody comes to visit because they know everything and they're just like really cool. I think that's kind of like the vibe that we have, at least mentally. Cal's pie comes out technically perfect, golden brown and flaky with a tart bobber fruit jelly, but the taste is kind of bland. It's just so-so. The judges remark that it could have used salt. Your pie, on the other hand, comes out looking and tasting great. You clearly have what it bakes. Nice, less stress. After the festivities, everyone is supposed to take a few days vacation. You and your friends relax, but the adults move around the colony like ants in a hive, fortifying the walls and preparing for the human offensive against the planet. Yuck. I don't like that. Okay, so I think next month is Cal's birthday, so let's keep that in mind. So we're... Ooh, okay, clear-minded. We have no stress, so there's a 10% chance to get a bonus +1 when increasing any skill. Our kudos are doubled for 3 months, and we've got a little bit more time for this mental bonus. So we're looking pretty good. I think we'll continue to work in engineering for a while. Let's just see if anything's happened there. Cal, what's up? Cal is digging in the garden with an even more passion than usual. Stupid soldiers, assholes, he mutters, throwing weeds into a growing pile. They think they're so important. Well, you know, it's harder to grow stuff than it is to kill it. Not that they would know. He sighs and lets himself fall back into the dirt. There's only a war on nature because we keep pissing it off, he says, gesturing to the pile of green weeds. We're an invasive species, literally. We just gotta figure out our niche in the ecosystem, man. Oh, Cal, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cal. I'm gonna give you a treat. I'm gonna give you a treat. Do you like cake? Of course you like cake. Tutor children. So what does this give us? Reasoning, empathy, decent kudos, and friendship with Nami. Not bad, not bad. Our reasoning, what's that at? 22. We could start buffing our reasoning a little bit more. I do like having points with tangent. This also gives us some others. So let's try tutoring the kids. Today you're tutoring Nougat and a couple younger kids in ancient Earth geography. They're learning the names of the countries by pointing to them on maps and saying a few facts about them. It seems kind of pointless to memorize places that these kids will never see, but it's not like you can teach them much about Vertumen geography yet. You're still discovering it. Billions of people, Nougat says, skeptically squinting at a hollow projection of Earth. How did they even fit into the one little planet with all the trees and animals and stuff? Was it like one big colony? Tell her the sad truth. Or lie and make it sound idyllic. We're going to tell her the sad truth. The world's a harsh place, Nougat, and if you know that now, maybe you can make some better choices. Also, a yellow card does nothing to us. I'm sorry, Nougat. I'm going to start rebelling now because I don't like the government. I don't like where it's headed. Don't like where this government's going. They've done fucked it up. You give Nougat the little kid version of the truth that you learned as a kid. You tell her life on Earth was brutal and hard. Humanity destroyed the environment and fought over what was left. There were no trees or animals left. Not as many as there should have been anyway. Most people were poor, hungry, and sick, and the ones who weren't kept all the nice things for themselves. Don't hold back, game. And I'm not saying that as a problem. I'm saying frickin' go off. At least your parents were lucky to escape on the Stratospheric, and you were lucky to be born on it. You're all lucky to be here now, no matter what. At least for Tumnun. For Tumna isn't Earth. Nougat looks bewildered. She doesn't really watch holovids, only the cheerful ones for kids that don't address Earth's decline, so she had no idea. But they still had really, really tall buildings, right? To fit all the people, she asks. You sigh and tell her they did, and she nods in satisfaction and goes back to her schoolwork. All right. Sorry, kid. That's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. Okay, so we could do 3. We do 3 here. So that's a 37, 39, 36. Okay, so it seems like this was the best. Because that's good. Yeah, so just switching those would not give us, it would not make a better choice, I don't think. I don't see where a 6 could fit on here. Like 38, yeah. Okay. Nice, it worked. Whoa, +6 reasoning. That made us extremely smart. A little bit of empathy. Ooh, a lot of kudos from our popularity. Excellent. Yeah, you guys are getting taught by the most popular freaking kid here. You're welcome. Cal. Where are you, Cal? It's your birthday. There's my man. Cal is holding an ice pack to his face. Hey, Popo, he greets you, giving you a half-hearted wave. Don't worry, he says, indicating the swelling scrape across his cheek. Kind of weird how me and Rex get so clumsy around the Helio kids, huh? He gives you a significant look. What does that mean? I found something you might like. A birthday cake. Yeah. My favorite food on my birthday, too. Yeah. He makes grabby hands at the cake and takes a big huff of the pleasant sugary smell as his eyes slip closed in sheer pleasure. Wow, Popo, he breathes, you really are the best of the best. Here, you have a piece too. Let the icing melt in your mouth and let all your worries melt away with it. Enjoy, Cal. You've earned it. You've had a tough couple months too. Where's Tange? What's up, Tange? What are you up to? What you doing? Ooh, I forgot doing reasoning. We can actually do stuff with Tange too. What is that, a 40? 28? Okay, we're close. Tange is pouring something from a carafe that could only be strong black coffee from the bitter scent. It was bracing at first. Tange concedes, but I have now endured it long enough that it has begun to feel pleasant, almost calming. She regards the carafe with something like a fondness. As I require little sleep, I doubt I will become dependent on it. Addiction runs in my family, you know. This, though, is an indulgence I can't allow myself. Let's give her something. Maybe she'd be interested in this strange device, being an engineer and whatnot. Tan shrugs. You should probably just keep it. I don't even know what I'd do with it. When you insist she keep it, she shrugs again. Sure, maybe I'll find a use for it. What's up? You spot Tangent leaning against the wall outside engineering. She's yawning, rubbing her eyes, and staring off into a space. She startles as you walk up. Oh, Popo, I was just taking a short break. Yawns are infectious. Join in and yawn, too. Tired? Yes, she says simply. I didn't sleep last night, or the night before. I was working on a bonus assignment for biology class. You haven't slept in 2 days? Is that her augment, I wonder? More like 3, she replies, then pauses for another jaw-cracking yawn. But as I said, I'm tired. Even my enhanced body has limitations. You look at her quizzically. I don't need to sleep as much as other people. It's a genetic... what's it? She says foggily. You know, DNA enhancement. I guess sometimes even I forget to do it. I should set myself a reminder. Cool, so she doesn't need sleep. Hollow, add to schedule, sleeping nightly, 2300 for 3 hours. Her hollow palm emits a tone in response. Tange nods sleepily. That should do it, she murmurs. Her eyes are practically closed. Let's find her a place to nap. Tange follows you obediently into the engineering wing, too tired to protest. You slip into medbay to grab a blanket and pillow off a shelf. By the time you return, Tange already has fallen asleep, curled up in an egg chair in the waiting area. You gently place the blanket over her, and she hums happily before going slack with so much needed sleep. That's cute. She doesn't usually show a lot of emotions. She's pretty aloof most of the time. So it's nice to see her, like, maybe, I don't want to say vulnerable, but maybe a little more open. Let's go back over here. What was that, the reasoning? Yeah, let's keep doing that reasoning. You hear a scuttle of metallic legs. What the heck? And a strange knee-high robot bursts into the engineering lab, going full tilt on its 6 spidery legs. It slams into a wall hard enough to knock itself down. It seems to be having trouble getting back up again and is flailing its metal legs around dangerously. Smash it before it hurts someone. Let's just... Oh, we can't... Engineering 50? Ooh, yeah, we're nowhere near that. Ouch, it accidentally slashes you with a leg while scrambling to find purchase. Stupid robot. Congruence's TV thingy wheels and squeakily as the robot runs off down the hall. Sorry about that, she chirps. I'm so close to getting its new movement algorithm online. I'll have the Robovax corner it and we can try again. Working with robots is just so hard with no hands, she continues, wheeling back and forth in a display of frustration. This was so much easier when Hal was here. I miss him. Congruence doesn't need to clear her throat, but you get the distinct impression she's simulating it anyway. Well, if you know anyone who loves to tinker with bots, let them know I need to help her. I'm sorry, I just put tangent now for a nighty-night. Alright, let's see. So we can do like a 6 or an 8 because it's the highest value. And we could do 3, 3. That's pretty good. 3, 3, 3, 5, 6. All the reds are together. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. Of course, there was a way to do it better. There's always a way to do that. Yeah, look at how much kudos we're getting. The freaking colony loves it when I help out with the kids. Nice. +4 reasoning. So what's that put us at? 32? Okay, a couple more of those and we can chat with Tangent again. So now we're into the wet season. It's begun to get wet. I like the wet season the most, I think. Other than, like, I would like glow more if it wasn't, like, such a sign of terrible things to come. If it weren't such an ominous season, I think I would like it a lot more. But as it is, yeah, not the greatest, but it's such a beautiful time. What's up, Cal? Ooh, you've been invited to Cal's house for, as he puts it, a real grown-up party. When you arrive, Auntie Tira gives you a warm hug and shows you inside to where Cal's set up the living area with little twinkling lights and lots of blankets. What? You sit down at the table across from Cal, and Tira pours you both a glass of mushroom wine. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to pretend to like that. She leaves the open bottle on the table. You kids can finish off this bottle if you like, she says. It's a good vintage, one of your dad's first brews, Popo. Oh, it's from my father? A little on the strong side, she winks. I'm sorry I made fun of it, Dad. I didn't mean it. I'll be out late, Tira says, kissing the top of Cal's head. Holler me if you need anything, but don't you two wait up for me, okay? Wow, Auntie Tira's cool. Cal smiles at you as you tuck into dinner. I'm glad you could come, he says. I thought about inviting Rex, but he has, like, zero chill, you know? Besides, he continues, you're my BFF, remember? I can't think of anyone else I'd rather be with. Bro, we're a lot more than that. Unlock Cal on the main menu? What does that mean? Cal puts his fork down and looks at you earnestly. I'm really glad you're my friend, Popol. I'm so proud of everything you've done. Sometimes I think I really love you as a person, you know? He looks down suddenly shy. Sorry, I know that's a lot. I'm just really grateful for you. Oh my gosh, Cal. Cal! Darling. You and Cal share a wonderful dinner. Polish off the bottle of wine. Afterwards, you settle into a big pile of blankets to lie back and look at the stars through the big skylight in his living room. Oh, what a lovely date. Thank you, Cal. I appreciate that. You're so sweet. You've given me wonderful words of encouragement. You've supported me. And now we just have a nice time together. We had some dinner. Man. Look at him. He's backdropped by the stars. And so that's why I think we should domesticate more Unisar. It just makes sense. Cal finishes and you laugh. He's right. Who doesn't want to ride a unicorn? You deserve a unicorn. You've been laughing a lot. Everything is just so funny and also so pretty. The stars look like they're swimming in a big dark ocean, and the little twinkly lights Cal put up look like stars you can touch. You reach out to grab one and come up hilariously short, and Cal giggles at you. Cal is warm and cozy against your side, and the blankets are so soft. Conditions are perfect. Everything is wonderful. You're struck suddenly by the thought that the only thing that would make this better is if you were kissing Cal. What if you shared your first kiss under the moonlight? Just kidding. Unless it's doing the joke. I don't even have to make the joke. The game's doing the joke. Do you make your move on Cal? Hell yeah. You push yourself up so that you're propped up on one elbow, leaning over Cal. He blinks up at you, slow and trusting, not even alarmed when you place your hand gently on his muscular chest. Wow, that feels nice, he says. Everything feels so nice, you know? You do know. You know. You summon the courage to slide your hand up Cal's chest and over his throat, stopping to cradle his jaw. His stubble prickles under your palm. Now there's a question in Cal's eyes. What's up, Popo? Oh, I think you know exactly what's up. I think we both know. I think we're both feeling the same thing. Just plant one on him. Tell him you really want to kiss him. Look alluringly and hope he gets the hint. I'm going to tell him I want to kiss him. Like, I think we're still going to be like, consent is important. Consent's important. I think he wants it, but like, I want to make sure. I want to make sure he's comfortable. He's ready. Cal's eyes go wide. Oh, really? He breathes out. His blood surges down his face, almost to his chest. Popo, Oh no. Cal looks away. A long time ago, I told myself I could never be with anyone. Not after Tammy. After she... He swallows wetly. Sorry, that was a lifetime ago. I was just a dumb kid, too young to even really know what love was. I just feel guilty. Okay, well, I don't want... Okay, see, this is why you ask. Because clearly, he wasn't as ready as I thought he was. Cal wipes his eyes and looks up at the stars. She would have wanted us to be happy, right? We were the three of us together. If she were alive, we could be a throuple, and I'd be really happy with it. You wait in silence while Cal struggles. Eventually, he smiles at you shaky and sweet. You do make me so happy, Popo. You lean in to kiss Cal, and he inhales in surprise before relaxing into it and letting you kiss your fill of him. He tastes like smoke. In like a cool way, though, right? Not like in a gross way. Cal kisses like he does everything else, sweetly, earnestly, patiently. He rubs his thumb over your cheekbone as you pull away to breathe. Wow, he murmurs. You're so pretty, Popo. I'm so happy you like me too. Started dating Cal. I'm sorry. I guess I've said a lot of times that we've been dating, but I guess now it's official now. It's official. Sometimes you know, sometimes you don't. You kiss until you feel your eyes getting heavy and you can't help but yawn into each other. You lie down next to each other and Cal wiggles his arm under your head. He pulls a blanket over the both of you, cocooning you in comfort and warmth. As you tip backwards into sleep, all you feel is love. What a beautiful night we've had. All right. You sleep soundly in Cal's strong arms. Morning arrives unceremoniously, pouring through the skylight directly onto your face. You grumble as you turn your head away, burrowing into something that's soft and smells sleepy sweet. Oh, it's Cal, and your face is smushed into the soft skin of his armpit. His arm is curled around your shoulders, protectively, your legs tangled together underneath the blankets. Adorable. Cal shifts underneath you and blinks, his bloodshot eyes open, squinting into the merciless sunrise. Ha, dip, he mumbles, clinging to his sleep. That's so much. You can almost tell the moment when he remembers what happened between the two of you last night. His lips curve into a shy little smile as he leans down and kisses you. Wow, he says, full of awe. I'm so glad I just get to do that now. Aww. Before long, his mom pokes in. Yeah, she totally had to walk over us because it seemed like this was just in the living room. His mom pokes her head into the living room. Hey, kids, she says, chipper. Ready for some breakfast? Breakfast sounds incredible. You've never been more excited at the prospect of breakfast in your life. You share a breakfast of roasted tripe and eggs with Cal, his mom, and her 3 partners. Cal takes your hand under the table and blushes through all 4 of his parents, affectionately teasing the 2 of you for finally sealing the deal. Oh, it's so cute. This is so wholesome. Even though the rest of the colony is in chaos, you feel somehow healed, having taken the night to let yourself bask in their love. Yay! So if I go... it's going to say we're dating now? It's going to say, dating you, that's their relationship. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's official. Put it on the holopad, everyone. Whatever sorry excuse we have for fucking social media, let's update it. I want everybody to know I'm dating my bro. Now I'm going to go tutor some children. I think that's still the best choice for us. Smitten. You've started dating someone and you want to share it with everybody. +1 to all social skills. Oh, good. This will give us some extra empathy for tutoring the children. Nami Nami needs help studying for their physics class. They have this idea that they want to be an engineer when they grow up because they like robots and holograms, but they're having trouble actually learning any engineering. Nami pulls up a practice test on their holopom. The Earth textbooks are full of this kind of dull, rote learning, useful only for finding gaps in your knowledge. For Nami, though, that gap seems to be everything. Oh, I'm hopeless at this, they exclaim, tugging on the ends of their asymmetrical haircut. There's just so many numbers and formulas. I didn't know there was going to be so much math and engineering. And I have to figure out what I'm going to do for my project, they continue. I want to code a chatbot, Popel, next week. How do we get from here to there? Well, let's take a look at the test. Only 20% correct. Oh, no. Some of their answers are embarrassingly super wrong, too. Nami's final project is due next week, and you have to crunch a whole course load of info into their head and leave them enough time to write their bot. Can you do it? No. I am sorry, Nami Nami. I am not the right person for this. You cram with Nami for hours, but by the end, you're only both more fatigued and discouraged. There's just so much to learn, they groan. Maybe I'm just not cut out to be an engineer. Maybe there's something else I can do, something that doesn't use so much math. I'm sure there is. You seem like a very creative person. I bet there's some good other things to do. Come and work with us in the farms. 10 kudos if the total equals a goal. Okay, we can. What do we got? We got to get to 36. Easy. Easy, I say. I don't even have. I don't have to use all my points. 34. It's a 39. Can I do anything to switch, like... Can I do anything to switch them around? What about if I do that? There it is. 36. We got there. You worked well this month. +1 reasoning, +1 empathy, and a bunch of kudos. We're in the middle of the wet. New perk. +1 to all mental cards. Wow. For any mental challenge. Excellent. We're doing a lot of that, so that's actually really helpful. Can we help you with anything? Tanj is sitting before an array of hollow screens, all showing different graphs. Making decisions based on the mistakes of the humans we purposely left behind on Earth is foolishness, she says, biting between bites of her protein bar. We may as well ask the stars for guidance, like astrologers. No, I will not be taking questions at this time. All right, well, let's keep it helping out those kids. Apply at the robotics lab. Ooh, fun. That could be cool. What if I could make like a robot that helps us in the geoponics? That could be cool. Let's keep tutoring the kids. I'm enjoying that. You're heading back to your quarters at the end of the day, and as you pass by the medbay, you hear shouts and scrambling from within. Several surveyors have come back with serious wounds, not the usual broken limbs and sunstroke. One of them is holding a towel to her own leg, staunching blood flow from a massive animal bite. Another looks nearly blinded from acid. It looks like chaos. Well, we've got a bunch of biology, so let's help. Gosh, it's a good thing you were here. Triaging and getting the most badly wounded into the med beds is difficult, and the others need traditional medical attention while they wait. It's hectic, stressful work, but you're able to keep your head and provide assistance. Good work in there, Popol, Chief Engineer Instant says. You know, with how the colony's grown, I could use an assistant nurse here. Someone I can trust to take care of things while I'm working in the lab. Come back next month and give me a hand if you're interested. Cool, so we got another option in engineering. Hell yeah. Card gets +3. Ooh, cool. So, do we have any 6s? So I could put like 999. That'd be pretty dope. That'd be pretty dope. We could do like an 8 there. A 9-9. A 9-9. And then... Ooh, we could do 4-4, because that'll count for everything being blue. Yeah. Woo! Big brain. Look at all that reasoning we got, because they know our brain is so big. A little bit of the empathy from this being smitten. All right, late wet. Let's check for any harvestables. I think at the end, then maybe at the beginning of next month or next year, maybe we can go and start exploring again. Maybe there's another place for us to explore. I think there are 4 places, and we've been to 2 or 3 of them. We've been to 3. Because there was like the swamp place, the forest place where we go foraging, and the like ruins. So I think there's a 4th. So maybe we'll unlock that soon. So what's medbay give us? Biology, empathy, and tangent. Okay. That's a lot of biology, which we already have. So not super great. The empathy is good, but we're getting empathy from here. And then engineering, yeah. So we'll keep tutoring. We'll probably get to empathy rank 2, and then maybe we'll start going into engineering. I said when Hal died that I wanted to be the new teacher, so this is good practice for me. Tangent also offers her services as a tutor, but she's much busier than you are. When she's not in class, she's usually working in engineering. Must be nice to have such a clear picture of what you want to do with your life. Tangent has been a brainiac since she was just a little kid. Kind of makes it hard for the other students to relate to her, because she just can't understand not being super smart. Makes you the more popular tutor, for sure. That's right, my stupidity makes me frickin' cool. Everybody likes me 'cause I'm dumb. Nice. So 10, 9, 6, 5. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely not getting anything extra out of that. The 2 5s are together. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes it's simple. So our reasoning is going up really fast, which is excellent. Like, if we're getting, like, +5, those are really good numbers. Alright, it's glow. Here's the scary time. Like, it's so beautiful. I wish it weren't so dangerous. Excuse me. Anybody want to talk? Anyone want to talk about the dangerous things that are probably going to happen? No? Really? Nobody's interested in that? Okay. Alright, let's just go back to engineering, I guess. The kids are going to be worried. The kids are going to need extra help. Tange flags you down the hallway. Oh, Popo, do you have a moment? You go out on expeditions sometimes, right? She asks. At least far more than I do, or would ever wish to. So, would you mind doing me a favor? Of course. It's a small thing, really, and I'm to understand it's not terribly dangerous either. Tange replies, I simply need you to bring me some hop-eye eggs the next time you come across a nest out there. I would ask Dis, but, well, she makes an evocative, dismissive gesture. I'll keep an eye out. That's all I ask, Tange replies, primely. They're quite common if the reports from the foragers are to be believed. They tell me that they commonly find nests in the Valley of Vertigo. It's positively lousy with them. All right, now we know where to go. I can do that for you. No problem. It would be my honor. Okay, so we could just fill it up with this. 6, 5, 5, 4. So we got a nice straight there. Got some of the cards together when it matters. Oh. Good enough for me. Alright, here's the problems. You're just putting your boots on to grab dinner in the lounge when you hear the colony's sirens begin to wail. It's the yearly attack. Ugh, they couldn't have waited until you ate dinner? Rude. Outside, yeah, really inconsiderate of these faceless monsters. I wish they... You know what? They need to start tutoring some children and starting raising their empathy. I'm doing my best to raise my empathy stat. Why can't I get the same benefit? It's like... I'm just asking for a little bit more. Be better, Vertumna. Excuse me. Outside your window, you watch the colony defense begin to mobilize. Your holopalm chimes with the usual reminders for all civilian colonists to stay indoors. Time to shelter. Governor Lum is so confident in the colony's defense these days that there aren't even designated emergency shelters, so your room is the safest place to be. You post up in the bed and scroll through Congruence's media library, intending to wait out the attack here. Why aren't I, like if all places are safe, why don't I just go and hang out with, Cal or something? You wait a long time. The sounds of fighting don't cease for hours, long past dinner time and well into the evening, then even past the usual changing of the guard. From your window, you can see plas rifle fire atop the walls and steady pew-pew of the laser turrets, bright flashes fighting back the gloom of glow. You want to stay up, but eventually it gets so late that you force yourself to sleep. After a fretful rest, you wake to You wake to the realization that the colony is still under attack. In the perpetual twilight of glow, it's hard to tell the time, but your growling stomach knows it's well past breakfast and you missed dinner last night. While you're deciding what to do, your holopalm chimes with a priority video announcement. Oh good, he's still alive. Governor Lum appears on your holopalm looking surprisingly well-groomed. Good morning, Vertumna, he says with a calm smile. As you may know, the colony is still engaged in battle against the alien threats. The walls are holding strong, and our soldiers keep mowing those Xenos down, but there's no sign of stopping yet. All non-combat personnel are to continue to shelter in place while our brave soldiers, defend the colony. Non-essential work is suspended, meals and other supplies will be brought door to door. He clenches his fist. Stay strong, Vertumna. We'll weather this siege together. As he signs off, the colony's social media lights up with conversation. Mars and Nami are excited to skip work and watch holovids. Tangent is frustrated she can't go to the lab, and concerned for her experiments. Cal's worried about the fields. Only Vason and Enemy are silent, probably because they're still out there fighting. Yeah, losers. In the permanent dusk of glow, the day seems to drag on forever. Again, you have to force yourself to sleep with the sound of gunfire drifting through the windows. When you wake up the next morning, you realize you can't stomach another day of being cooped up in your room. Your anxiety has congealed into boredom. An Enemy and Vase are either fighting or sleeping, and you haven't heard from Dis in days. You bet your other friends would appreciate a visit, though. Gonna go join my boyfriend. Cal and his family are sheltering together in their quarters. He peers out the window. I hope Socks is okay, he says quietly. I hope she doesn't have whatever it is making all the other animals so aggressive during glow. He sighs and rubs his face in frustration. This wouldn't be happening if we just tried to understand them. I know there's a way we could live in harmony with the planet. I know it. I've seen it. Eventually, you manage to coax him into playing a holo game to pass the time, but he doesn't really feel like talking. 4 more days pass. You and your friends remain trapped indoors, forced to listen to the constant sounds of laser fire and rattling turrets from all around the colony. The Xenos never manage to breach the walls, but they just keep coming. Exhausted guards cycle on and off the walls in shifts, dead-eyed and listless. You catch a glimpse of an enemy mechanically shoveling soy porridge into her mouth before seeming to fall asleep sitting up. Finally, after the 6th day of the siege, you hear a curious sound. Silence. You run out into the colony square to see the soldiers returning from their posts. It's over! Your holopalm lights up with a priority announcement for Governor Lum. The alien attackers have been defeated, he says. The siege has ended. Lum smiles broadly and puffs out his chest. Another year, another win. You're welcome, Vertumna. You're welcome, humanity. You're welcome. You hear and see Chief Rhett nearby looking livid. What did he do? He rants to his security officers, race out there like an idiot with his honor guard, defend strategically unsound positions, put himself in danger so he had to save his overstuffed ass. The soldiers all shift uncomfortably. Maybe the soldiers shift their shoulders uncomfortably, but no one disagrees.
And when I actually needed him, Rhett continues, taking his 12-hour beauty rest while the rest of us slogged through endless shifts.
The soldiers are exhausted from the siege, so the crowd in the square disperses quickly. Only a few Helios remain, covertly filming Rhett while he continues to rail against Lum. On the horizon... Oh no. They're filming him? Ooh, okay. I hope Rhett's going to be all right. On the horizon, the first rays of quiet streak the sky with lavender. You watch Utopia's reclamation crew head out through the gates to begin vaporizing xenocorpses for their component molecules. That night, you have terrible dreams. You imagine that you're sieging the colony, that you're a creature crawling in the mud on your belly, the ozone crackle of plasma rifle fire arcing overhead. With your taloned claws, you rip into the walls like they're made of clay, stuffing choking handfuls of it into your mouth. In a moment of lucidity, you try to pull the clay from your throat, but no matter how hard you pull, it just never ends. You jolt awake when you realize you've been pulling your own guts out of your throat. Just a dream. You're shaking and coated in a film of terror sweat, your heart pounding. You don't find sleep again before dawnbreak. Cool. That's really interesting. I love that. We're going to be 18. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Gained a lot of stress. Oh, we gained a lot of food. That's nice. So it wasn't that bad of a year. Our animals got really well. Our reasoning was been pretty good. It's my baby. What's up? How are you doing? I heard that school is closed Thursday, Friday. Oh, for the storm. Yeah, I didn't hear about that. But admittingly, I haven't looked. Cool. I mean, I'll handle it, I guess. I hope you're doing well. I love you. I miss you. We're 18, and we have a boyfriend. I hope your workday is going really well. Seeing if anybody wants to talk. Anybody, buddy. It's just the bot. All right, let's see. What are you guys saying? You spot Rex's leg hanging over the side of a makeshift hammock he's fashioned out of a tarp cloth. He's asleep, but he stirs as your shadow falls over his face. What? He murmurs, blinking up you. What's up? You need something? Just because other people told me about it, did you put in stuff just for me? Yeah, I have new things for a lot of people whenever they talk for the first time. That's what I've been working on the last couple of days. So I have an automatic message that comes in whenever you join, and then it plays that How I Met Your Mother clip. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it sums up my feelings. He's an engineering boy. He does seem like he was made in a lab. Fixing rundown tech. All right, let's help him. I'm doing okay. I'm done with what I needed to get through. I love the message. Yay, I'm glad you like it. Actually, I'm working on something right now, Rex says, producing a holo projector. It looks so familiar. Wait, it's the holo projector you used to watch vids on the Creche. It's been broken ever since the Creche was destroyed. I was hoping you could help me fix this up. I want to have an outdoor movie night. You help Rex bring... oh, good, we got some engineering from that. You help Rex bring the holo projector back to life, then help him make an outdoor theater for it, complete with your overhead lights and comfortable places to pile up your bedding. Aunt Anne provides the snacks. Rex looks at it with pride. We just have to figure out what to play for our opening night. He is pretty hot. You're right. You are not wrong. I hope you can have just a chill rest of the hour at the very least, and you can get some of your energy back. Doopy-doopy-doo. Let's talk to Nami. You find Nami in the lounge, flanked by two holoscreens and doodling in a sketchbook with real paper. One holo screen is playing an animated kids show, while the other is a wall of text that looks like it might be a translation guide of some kind. Nami's attention moves between the three easily. When they see you, they jump and quickly close their holo screen, sitting up straight and clutching their sketchbook to their chest. "Oh, hi, Popo!" They giggle, rubbing the back of their head charmingly. "How you doing?" "It's okay, you can watch cartoons here. Aren't we a little old for cartoons?" "Is that in a different language?" "Well, yeah," Nami says, wrinkling their nose. "It's better in the original language, but the subtitles don't tell the whole story either." Is she like a little weeb? Is she like a little weeb watching the shows and in the subs are better than dubs argument? That's great. Or say they. Excuse me. Nami sets their sketchbook aside and looks around conspiratorially. "I thought you were going to bust me for jailbreaking my holopad," they say. "All the Helio kids have restrictions on what we can watch and for how long, but you guys have so many more cartoons than we had." Nami throws their arms in the air. "Like the first season of Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform? What?" What's that? This sounds like something I would love. I love Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform. "What? Really?" Nami cries, slapping their hands to their cheeks. "It's the best cartoon ever made. What else has schoolgirls who look at like aircraft from the waist down, battling evil aliens while dealing with the stresses of high school life?" You have to agree. You were pretty fond of the arc in the third season where Kamiya and Otoko disagreed about whether Haruka could truly be considered a hyperjet if she was part helicopter. Yep, that makes perfect sense to me. The Helio Media Archive only had Season 2, though. Season 2 through 9, and only 3 of the OVAs, Nami says, puffing their cheeks out. "I can't believe in the 4th OVA, Flight Captain Yumiko gets captured by the aliens and brainwashed into thinking she's been an alien sleeper agent the whole time." You hadn't seen the first season? Nami shrugs and pokes one finger into their cheek. "Spaceship kids make do. You don't have to know everything about something. You like it in order. You don't have to know everything about something you like in order to call yourself a fan," Nami continues. "Just liking it with all your heart is good enough." I agree with that. As someone who is not nearly as obsessive and knowledgeable about a lot of different things, you can just like what you like. The power got restored at about 12:30. Oh, that's good. So that's shortly after you texted me the second time. Good. I bet that was pretty crazy. Whatever was happening and how that affected your day. I'm glad it's back up, and I hope it didn't mess with you too much. Nami laughs and flips over their sketchbook, showing off some of their drawings. "I was drawing some fan art for the show," they say. "Well, it's kind of fan art. Okay, it's really more like if I was a character in Hypergirl Turbojet Transform." "Oh, she's a little fan. They're a little fanfic writer." We have enough empathy to ask her more. Oh my God, ask them more. "What kind of aircraft would you be, Nami?" Nami blinks at you, clearly stunned by your interest. Well, okay, kind of. You see, all the cool aircraft are already taken, and it's rude to be a double." They press the tips of their index fingers together and look thoughtful. Oh, this might be why they wanted to be engineering, because they really like the show. They want to be an engineer. "Sometimes I draw my character, as something weird, like a hot air balloon. But then I think, it would be kind of cool if I was the only regular human in the Turbo Girl Hyperjets." Oh, that's cute. Yeah, they always want to be different. It's important to be unique. Let's see. I think we're doing all right. Ooh, some wood. Got my log right next to my boyfriend. As it should be, right where it should be. All right. I think I'm going to end it here, only because my daughter did not nap. I tried putting her down again, and I waited a little while to see if anything changed, but she's still up, and if she's up, she could be causing problems. So we're going to go ahead and save here. Yeah, I put her down normal, and, she had a big lunch. She seemed tired. She was really cuddled up in the blanket, and she was chirping for a little bit, and then I didn't hear anything for a while, and then I heard her just kind of babbling, and then she started talking more loudly, so I went in and cuddled her for a bit to see if she would want to go down. And I was like, 30 minutes ago, and she was quiet, but I've heard her just babbling again, talking a little bit more and more, so I don't think she slept, so I'll just handle it from here, I guess. Yeah, she does not want to, she hates it. She hates sleep. I don't know why she wakes up so dang early. So save the game. It says say bromance with Cal is official. Yeah. There we go. All right, guys. I'll see if there's anybody to raid here. I haven't seen a lot. Anybody? Do. Anybody I know doing anything? I don't know who you are. There are ads while I'm swiping now? That's ridiculous. That's unbelievable. No, it's just mostly VTubers, and that guy's that's pretty cool as a VTuber trash can. That's kind of neat. Okay, I guess we just won't raid. All right, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Apparently school, because we're in Florida, it is going to be affected by the upcoming storm, possibly. So check out the Discord for updates on that. I assume I'm not going to be doing anything if school's closed. It's just really difficult to stream with 2 kids. So I'm sorry, this might be a one stream week, but if something happens and I can go again, like the storm's not that bad or something, it doesn't seem like they're going to put school back in session, so it's probably not going to happen, but, you know, check out on the Discord in case something does happen. Hey, Cara, welcome back. Oh, you missed, my wife was here. You should, I think, did you see my wife's thing? My wife's entrance? I think you did, because we'd used it as a test. Yeah, you saw it. Okay, have a great day, guys. I love you all. I'll see you around. Bye.